Hey guys, this is Nneka Catfish Farm. And this day was the day I was washing this pond. I was using soap and omo with brush to wash it. And when I was done, I added salt to my water and I washed it with the salt. Yeah, I was rinsing it with clean water. After rinsing it with clean water, I rinsed again with salt water. After rinsing with, so this is where I was making sure that I rinse out all the detergents, all the soap, all the whatever. And this is the young guy that was helping me. He is the cousin to my children. He has always been my backbone in this farm work because in fact he knows everything. In fact, he knows everything more than me. He has always been the one helping me, guiding me and supporting me. So here I am getting more water to clean the whole pond. I was trying to make sure I did a very good job to avoid any form of infection or whatever. So I was doing the rinsing repeatedly. I was busy rinsing it with clean water. I was rinsing with salt water. I was fat. I was doing everything humanly possible to make sure that this pond is as clean as anything, to avoid infection, to avoid bacteria, to avoid fungi, to avoid parasites and anything that is going to lead to any mortality of my fingerling when I bring them. So you get, so I kept rinsing. I was still rinsing it, sha. This is practically everything I was doing in this pond. I was washing it. You know, the worst thing that can happen to your fingerling is when they contact bacteria. So when I was done, this is where I went to get my fingerling. This is where they were counting my fingerling for me. I got a 10,000 ton. But I traveled all the way because I've been making calls. The people I booked, they were telling me they were having a shutdown. I had to. This was the third place I went, if I'm not mistaken. The third place I went. So luckily for me, they had. So here they were counting my 10,000 ton for me. See how healthy they were looking. We were equally counting and sorting because they needed to sort out the little ones, the sick ones, the dead ones. They were sorting them out and they were giving me the healthy ones. I traveled to Umubara in Port Harcourt, close to airport side, to meet this Sasha. He was a very kind and jovial and respectful somebody. We had a conversation. We talked about the cost of feed. We talked about the cost of transport. We talked about the economic as a whole, as the Nigeria economic is going up and coming down. Well, here are my babies. This is when I brought them back. I had to sieve them out from the water they were to transload them to this place. This is practically what I did. You could see how healthy and sound they are. They were, in fact, they were as healthy as any other thing. You could see how healthy and sound they were. So this is them getting familiarized with their new home. As of this place, I've not put in the net. I've not gone to buy the net. I was just trying to, Okay, yeah, I've already put the net. This is where I was feeding them. Sorry, I was feeding. This should be the second day of this video. The second day of this video because I didn't feed them immediately. So this is where I was feeding them. They were eating, they were happy, they were healthy, they were good, and everything you can think of. In fact, I was actually praising myself like, Nneka Catfish Farm, you are doing a good job. Who said a woman cannot go into this business? Here I was telling myself that what a man can do, a woman can do more better. Here I was praising myself, giving myself all the names. In fact, I was giving myself the accolade that I needed because it wasn't easy. I had to drive from Obibu down to Mobara to go and get this catfish, then drive them back. Not only did I do to drive it, I had to start scooping them out from the jerrycan I brought them with my sieve and everything. I was scooping them out and I was putting them in the new pond. I was thinking they were going. I had few mortality that I don't think they were up to 10, just few of them. You get. So I was thinking that, can you do this? Are you sure you can do this? But here I am achieving every milestone of it. I was doing it and I was happy. Then yesterday, when I woke up yesterday, I met this. This was so heartbroken. So heartbroken. I met this. The mortality wasn't funny. It was heartbroken. It was painful. In fact, it was everything combined. Because these are the fingerling I fed last night. They were all fine. They were all healthy. They were all good. So what was happening? Well, I had to change them pond from where they after doing so many treatment and they were not responding to that treatment in that pond. I had to change them to a new pond and look at them bubbling and jumping. I was scared. I thought I've lost all of them. Well, I had to change them into a new pond, which I did because I was doing treatment in their previous pond. I kept in every hour I came, I kept seeing mortality. For every hour I came back, I kept seeing mortality. I had about 500 mortality yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, out of 10,000 tons. So I had to change them to a different pond, give them a new crystal clear water, but I didn't feed them. I just needed them to rest here. It was around 7 or thereabouts. I just needed them to rest here so that I would think of what else to do to them, because these guys were trying to pour my stains on the floor. Like, after all the praise I praised myself, they were trying to bring me down. Well, at daybreak, which is today, I started my bitter leaf treatment. This is me going through the process, you get. And these children will not allow me. These children, see them, my apprentice. They are the one. These are my apprentices. These are my co-workers and co-farmers. They will not allow me do this thing. Well, I've always told the people that they have two methods of giving them bitter leaf treatment. Is either you give them in liquid form or you give them in the leaf form. But the situation I was yesterday and today, I needed the liquid form. I needed the juice form. So this is me. This is me peeling them, trying to wash them. I was just peeling them from the stick because I just got them yesterday. I couldn't separate them. So here I am separating them from the stick. I was doing it, but my children were distracting me. So I was practically doing everything I can, and with them in mind, trying to make sure that I don't encounter any other loss today. So hopefully this bitter leaf and salt treatment will do the magic and to reduce the mortality rates. I've not feeding them since yesterday, but I'm going to do that today, this evening. So yeah, guys, these are the simple thing I did. These are my journey so far from my finger. They're just 2 weeks old. Yeah, 2 weeks old. So these are my journey so far. I'll keep you guys updated for more info and for more ways to take care of your sick fish instead of going into panic. And because the more you are panicking, the more you are doing more damage than harm. But if you could know what to do, you'll be able to swim into action immediately. Forgive me that I'm talking, my children. They are all around me. You see, they are behind the camera and everything, trying to make sure that they distract me or stress me and the rest. But anyway, this is where I was flowing. Just follow the process. I was picking out the bitter leaf. See this one. See this one.